Hello, welcome back to another video, and it's definitely happened, I'm quite sure of this. What are we missing? What are we missing from this picture? What's wrong with this picture? Can you see? Can you see? What's wrong? What's missing? Let's just go to videos here. He's got 930 subscribers, old DJC has. But yeah, what's missing here? He's been making videos, but that flamingo thing was a ridiculous nonsense. I did a reaction to the 8-minute one, but my God, the 40-minute one, I couldn't stomach that. The guy's obviously lost his mind. Amico Forver. Where's that gone? So that was number 51. It's gone. It's got to be gone for good. Had a good few comments on my last video. Rationalific said your candle burned out long before your legend ever will. Dee 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 dee. Bit of Elton John there. I can't sing as well as Elton John though. Andy Davison. What do these sad gits do before the Amico? Can anyone remember a time before Amico? Andrew Ferber says, holy shit, I think it really is dead. This is the third Wednesday in a row with no Amico Forver podcast, despite DJC's channel being very active. I speculate that the last one was over. Speculate that after the last one was over, Nick told DJC, I'm out. Anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together can see we're just spinning our wheels. I replied, yeah, I figured it was definitely not happening this week either when I woke up on Wednesday and saw DJC up here had made a 2.5-hour live stream with Panda Sub. He wouldn't do 2 of those on consecutive nights. I mean, I suppose Ashto Smashed is just him playing Intellivision games for an hour, occasionally talking, while Jeff Go Game Go plays on his phone, and Papa Pete washes his hair, or needs to. Then Reverb says, this just means that DJC is now free to film more indie film style cries for help. And at that point I said, mentioned those 40-minute flamingo video. Good lord. And I've just looked this guy up now. Andrew Verber replied, Klaus Nomi would think he's a bit much. I just looked him up, and that's well, he's a singer, a German countertenor. I died because he was only 39. Christ. What did he die of? That's bad. Oh, AIDS. But I mean that picture. Let's go back to that picture. Is he going to let me go back to that picture? That's a picture and a half, that, isn't it? That's a picture and a half. And yes, singing. I sang at the start of Amico Book of Condolence. Shall we hear what I sang? Been living most our lives living in Amico paradise. Been living most our lives living in Amico paradise. Been living most our lives living in Amico paradise. Been living most our lives living in Amico paradise. I've never vocalised with myself before, that was interesting. You can like the video for that. So yes, a super demon said, singing at the beginning made me give you an instant like. Thank you very much. Good Key says, I want my Amico forever. R.I.P. Andy Davison says, I'm sure DJC said they were just taking a short break. I said that was just for a week. DJC must have had a realisation at last, and that I wonder if my videos have broken his brain. Kevin Connor said, R.I.P. Coolio. He actually passed away around the same time. Now, yeah, Sweet and Tender Hooligan commented, because I did say if people wanted me to go through every single Amico Forver video, podcast, live stream, whatever you call it, I could go, if people wanted me to, I could go through them all. Only Sweet and Tender Hooligan has called for this. So, yeah, I'm not sure whether there'd be too much of a call for me to go through every single Amico Forver podcast. Because, I mean, as I said, he said, yeah, I could watch them and just do highlights. because each when I did 50 and 51, I split it into 3 videos each, and it was like about 3 hours recording over each one, and it was exhausting. And Sweet Nintendo Hooligan suggested, doing highlights. The thing is, if I watch the video and then start thinking, right, well, I need to do a comment on that bit, comment on that bit, comment on that bit, I'm going to end up making it. It's probably going to end up being like a 30-minute video, and the amount of editing time, and because I'd have to watch the whole thing, but the amount of editing to go through and select stuff to put in there is going to end up taking about the same amount of time anyway. And to end up with half of an hour video that probably gets about, on average, 15 minutes watch time, compared to 3 videos that are almost an hour long each. The thing about what YouTube is, it's not the number of views, because one of the mods on the Intellivision Amico Reddit said, "Oh, we only get don't get many views on each video." Yeah, but it's all about watch time. I get over 100 hours of watch time on every single Amico Forever video. In fact, most Amico videos, when they're like that long. But of course, in this case, if I just do a half-hour video that people don't watch an awful lot of, then the watch time will be minimal, and so the cost effort ratio, if that's such a thing, it's more cost efficient, so to speak, to make the longer video for what I get out of it. And it's more fun just to riff off it anyway. What else we had? Andrew Verber said, "Let's hope it's gone for good. The internet could do with less cringe." Dimitros Kavadas, Star, the Retro Bro. Dr. 86 pointed out where I farted into the mic. Hey, and why not? And Drumslav Chechisenko said, "It's over." It is indeed. Christ no me. We hardly knew him. So, but the thing I really came to talk about on this particular video was... Well, I was going to talk about RGT's Amico video, and I probably still will. I know it came out a few days ago. I saw Darius commented on it or did a reaction. I've not watched his reaction yet. So I thought if I do my own video, I want to watch it without seeing other people's reactions first. But then as soon as I got to his channel, I saw this one. So my channel is under attack. YouTube's broken copyright system strikes again. Well, I know all about that with fucking Metal Jesus Rocks. And hang on. Thought I was going to fart, but it got all nervous and hid away. Yeah, we'll have a listen to So My Channel is under attack. I was going to say over attack. So I think I will have a look at the Amico one, but I'll probably record that over the weekend in that case and bring it early next week. So, because I've got something, I'll put this video I'm recording now, I'll put it up on Friday morning. Got something else planned for Saturday morning, so stay tuned for that. And then so I'll probably do the RGT Amico reaction Monday. May even split it into 2 videos, because it's I know his video's only half an hour long, but I don't know, we'll see how we go with that one anyway. Depends how much I can stand of it. Anyways, okay, so RGT85. Now, there was a time ago when I made those videos analysing DJ Sloop's ridiculous interview with Tommy Tallarico, and I had made a 6-part video about that. And then I'm not going to link to if you want to look it up, you can do. I muted the replies. I think I commented one thing saying he can talk to me in the DMs if he wants, Slopes, but I'm not going to participate in he just basically did a Twitter post that slagged me off. I wasn't going to comment on that because I could just see loads of people commenting like fucking Top Hat Gaming scam, and look how well that went, eh? And what else was there? Loads of people just going, yeah, dumb does this, dumb. I wasn't going to pay attention to that. I don't go into Twitter spats. and I don't want to. And it was quite late at night. I do not get into. I don't want to sort of end up seeing lots of replies popping up. You know, when if I'd commented, well, I did comment something saying, you know, what's his name, Slopes will have a DM chat about it. But I was not going to reply to it. And well, what I did was I muted any further replies on the the thread from that tweet, because what I don't want to do, what I really fucking hate about Twitter, well, a lot of things, when you comment something, then someone else comments something, well, they reply to you, then someone likes the replier's reply. So yeah, someone replies to you, or yeah, someone replies to my tweet, or replies to my reply, and then someone likes their reply, so the reply to my reply. And Twitter somehow thinks I need to know that someone else that someone has liked the reply to my reply. Why? Why do I need to know? And it can come up at any time. I think I said about this before when I was talking about Twitter circles. But people just come on, you know. I don't get it. Twitter, why? You know, and because people won't all see the Twitter thread that night. They'll see it tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after. So, for example, especially since he must have a lot of Twitter followers. But for example, let's say you're in a pub, and you're having a drink with a mate, and then you tell them a joke, and they respond to it and say something about it, and then 3 days later, it's like you get a sort of message coming out of the blue, interrupting your day, saying, John Smith liked that reply to your joke. What? But why are you telling me? Why don't you go and tell them? Of course, it will tell them. It'll tell them that someone liked their tweet, and you know they like their reply in that respect. Why do I need to know? Why do I need to know that someone liked their reply to my joke? I don't. Twitter, stop it. And the only way to stop it sitting there in the fucking notifications is for me to block the person who liked the tweet or liked the reply to my tweet. So you end up blocking an awful lot of people just that didn't even sort of have any reaction to my tweet itself. It's just, and I'm just. If you could sort of hide it, yeah, fine, maybe, but I just, I wish you could just switch that off altogether, but you can't. But why can't I just hide it? It just sits there in the notifications, and if you don't get any other notifications for a while, then every time I go back into Twitter, it's going to sit there saying, John Smith liked that reply. I know, you told me 6 hours ago. Why do you need to tell me now? I hate Twitter, did I say? Right, let's get into it. And a couple of times I felt like I am going to fart, and then it just seems to go away again. Very annoying. Anyway, here we go.
I don't like to complain about you.
Of course you do. You complain about bloody everything. Just picture Chris Griffin from Family Guy when RGT85 is talking. Because that's what he sounds like. Oh, I've got ice in my mouth. Sorry. Go away, ice. Ice, baby.
YouTube as a job because I realize how lucky I am to have this as a job.
Now, hang on. My video seemed to have gone out of sync. Let's start again. Let's just refresh that.
I don't like to complain about YouTube as a job because I...
Right. That's definitely not me. His voice has gone out of sync with the picture. Oh well. It's his video is fucked.
Realize how lucky I am to have this as a job. My job is to talk about video games in front of a camera.
I thought that would be a great job. I thought that would be an ideal job. I remember when I first saw Dreamcast Guy in the early days. And then, hang on, got my camera thing. Like, that's better. Got cables all tied up. But yeah, Dreamcast Guy was doing it as a full-time thing. And I saw when RGT did the same thing. And there, it just seemed ideal. I know RGT used to be a pharmacy technician or something. I suppose that's just bagging up other people's drugs. it sounds great. Let's just sit at home all day and just talk about video games. But then you'd have no camaraderie with any other people, apart from other people online. And so it's not like you go into an office at any point and sort of chat to other people and things like that, which is the whole point of a job. And then you end up in a situation where you're at home all the time, and the only sort of videos that seem to get traction for him, really, we're talking about Nintendo eShop sales. And so if that's the only thing that gets the hits, you end up making lots of videos about Nintendo eShop sales, which must be very unfulfilling. Just like a job. It gets very, very boring. Which is exactly what you wanted to escape from. So, yeah.
And entertain people and give my thoughts and give my opinions on things, whether they are games themselves or things within the video game industry. And it's something that I'm very grateful for. I count my blessings every day because I know that this could end at any
Well, you could count your blessings while having a fucking shave, couldn't you?
point in time. You know, YouTube could go belly up. So I'm just here to enjoy the ride while it lasts.
We could go back to bagging up people's drugs again.
YouTube is not a hard job. When people say, oh, YouTube is so hard to do full time, I don't think it's hard. It's time consuming. And there's a difference between something being time consuming and something being hard. For me personally, I love what I do. It's fun to entertain people. It's fun to connect with people. And it's fun to know that people care about what I have to say. But there's 3 things in life that genuinely piss me off. You know, not
so many things I could say there.
RGT, the on-camera presence. RGT, the person that genuinely pissed me off. When you mess with my time, when you mess with my friends and family, and when you mess with my money. These 3 things are things that I hold very near and dear to me, and I get very angry.
Let's just say there's 3 things again. 3 things.
And it's fun to know that people care about what I have to say, but there's 3 things in life that genuinely piss me off. You know, not RGT, the on-camera presence. RGT, the person that genuinely pissed me off. When you mess with my time, when you mess with my friends and family, and when you mess with my money. These 3 things are things that I hold very near and dear to me, and I get very angry.
It's like the mafia. He's about to chop someone's horse's head off and shove it in their bed.
And very outspoken when these 3 things are messed with, especially when you're messing with my time and my money, because that's the ultimate insult. That's the ultimate slap in the face. And right now,
sure, the ultimate insult is if they also mess with your friends and family as well. Anyway,
I'm having to deal with a copyright claim. And, you know, that doesn't sound like a big deal to a lot of people. However, I will explain why it is.
But he doesn't mind sort of plugging all kinds of shit at the same time.
Is a big deal in just a moment. But when you actually look at what the copyright claim is, you start to realize just how bizarre YouTube is as a company, because YouTube is, of course, owned by Google, and that's not a surprise or anything like that. YouTube is owned by Google.
YouTube is owned by Google because when they bought it out, and Google created a parent company, Alphabet. But I came under their open copyright system when I did a fair use sort of spoof of one of Metal Jesus Rocks videos, and he threw a copyright strike at me. I made several videos about it, and if you look on my channel, you'll see. Just look at Metal Jesus Rocks copyright strike, and you'll see it. And I had to fight the copyright strike, and he then had 2 weeks. Old Jason Lindsay, he had 2 weeks to respond to it. Just get the camera, get the mic in the right place. He had 2 weeks to respond to it, and he didn't respond. And then YouTube found in my favour. So he was basically trying it on because he's a cunt. Fucking hate Metal Jesus Rocks. We'll see in a minute. I wonder who's been messing about with RGT's channel, but it's a broken system, and YouTube should demand proof of the copyrights. What you're trying to strike for, rather than just saying before they apply the strike, rather than just saying, "Hey, Metal Jesus Rocks said you've stolen his copyright, and now you've got to prove whether or not if you haven't." No, someone at YouTube should take a good hard look at that and actually say, right, yes or no. It's just, and even I've had at the moment there's also a problem with lots of videos. I upload lots of videos, and they end up YouTube thinks it's not suitable for most advertisers, and I have to fight every single one, and I win every single one. And it's usually like videos of like The Last of Us and things like that. I even had a gameplay videos for, what was it called? Oh God, began with M. What was it called? Can't bloody think now. Just come on, stupid computer. Where are you? Da, 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 da. It was a video. What was memories of blue, something like that. Basically, it was the most placid set of videos you could ever imagine. It was a gorgeous looking game. Was it Memories of Blue? Let me just have a quick search. Memories. Come on. No, it wasn't that either. Memoir. A Memoir Blue. A space Memoir Blue. And yeah, it was just like I think it was a 6-part video, and I also did a complete gameplay walkthrough of that as well. And it's on Xbox Game Pass. It's very good. But yeah, it only takes about an hour or so to play through it. But it's the most placid-looking, gorgeous video game you've ever seen in your life. And why the hell the broken bots? Because it's just bots do it. Why their bots are allowed to just sit there and shit all over everything? I don't know. But it means I couldn't make it go live straight away, and I had to request someone, a human, look at it, and they of course they then turn around and say, yeah, it's fine. It's ridiculous. Yes, the whole YouTube's just a broken mess, and bots should really not be making decisions on anything. You should be hiring more humans, or hiring some humans even.
And when people copyright claim your stuff, let me get into that in just a second. Let's talk about the video at hand, because the video at hand actually has to do with Google. It involves my Google Stadia video, of course, talking about the demise of the platform. Now, I kind of did mine in a different manner. I wanted it to be more of an evergreen sort of thing, and let me just pull it up here right now. That's why I went with the title that I did, The Tragic Rise and Fall of Google Stadia and Why It Failed, because I didn't feel like this was necessarily just a news video talking about Google Stadia failing. I felt like I did a good job of sort of, bringing up all of the points about Google Stadia, why it started off bad.
Why is he called the file name Produce 10? Why don't you just give it a proper name before you upload it? You don't have to be that long. Just put Google Stadia 2022 or something, and then you can embellish when you upload it. I could say his description is way too short, but then he doesn't really care because he got he's got over 400,000 subscribers, so he'll get hits anyway.
Stadia, why it started off bad and why it ended bad. It was sort of like a small sort of documentary style thing instead of just focusing on Stadia shutting down. But
he's also not bothered to add it to a playlist. You should always do that. Don't bother with, you can put tags in, but which go further down here somewhere. But YouTube have said that tags no longer matter, so they don't matter.
Everything was hunky-dory, but then I noticed today there's a copyright claim on this video. And surprisingly, I didn't get an email about this. Usually you get emails about this, so I was kind of shocked. I was like, wow. What did I use in that video? Okay, well, I used some Google Stadia, trailers.
Hang on. That's what I think of copyright claims.
I guess Google doesn't necessarily like that. So let's take a look here and see. So this is actually not done by Google. This is done by daily.com, Google shutting down gaming service. Now, the impact of this on this is that video monetization is being held. I actually had to go ahead and say that this was not copyrighted stuff.
And yeah, this is it. You get someone who comes along and just says, oh, it contains... I mean, obviously my video about doing a spoof of Metal Jesus Rocks was based on one of his videos. But in the cases like the one we've got here, I'm presuming this is what's going to happen here. I've not seen this video before. What if it's not, then this is what can happen. It could be the Daily.com have said, oh, this 216 to 302 in RGT's video is just taken out of ours, and it doesn't have to be. It could just be that they've said, oh, he's stolen this part of our video, and then you have to go back and say, no, because I've not used any of Daily.com's videos, and then YouTube compared your video with their video, and they realise that you're right, and then they remove the claim. But why should the claim should not be allowed in the first place when it's completely bogus? But that does happen. It really does happen, and it's absolute fucking disgrace.
That, I had to defend myself, I had to sign my name, I had to put my John Hancock on there to say that this
Don't mention John Hancock, that scamming fucker.
indeed was a bullshit claim. Now the money is going into an escrow so that money will continue to be earned on this video, and if YouTube sides with me, then I will get that money back. But that's not the issue.
I just think with because he sounds like Chris Griffin, we should get Saggy Melons as Bag, and they should make a video together. Maybe they could fall in love. Who knows?
That I have here, because before we look at what is being copyright claimed, let's talk about what happens when a video gets a claim on it. When a video gets a claim on it, automatically...
That's something that annoys me about RGT. Rather than say one thing once, or refer back to it in a shortened form, he'll just say anything twice just to extend the video to go past 10 minutes. Even though videos... So you get adverts in the middle of a video, even though that 10-minute... minimum thing was changed down to 8 minutes a couple of years ago.
That I have here, because before we look at what is being copyright claimed, let's talk about what happens when a video gets a claim on it. When a video gets a claim on it, automatically it goes down in search rank algorithms and stuff like that. YouTube will no longer promote a video that they have a copyright claim on, because it's not smart for them to do that. This, obviously, there's something in limbo with this.
And that's why I just fight these claims as quickly as possible. And you can't do it from your phone either. So if you're out the house all day and you see suddenly you've got a claim, then you haven't got a chance to put it into escrow straight away, which basically means that for the whole day, any money the pence you're making on that video while you're out is going to somebody else just because they put in a false copyright claim. It's absolutely ridiculous. And what I don't get either, what if I put it? Yeah, what if, let's say, it's not going to happen this amount of money, but let's say I get a claim, I appeal it, or I dispute it rather, and then it goes back to the company who threw the claim at me for them to take 30 days to decide yay or nay. Does that stay there? And I then, and let's say I earn £10 during that dispute period. They then turn around and say, no, we still think the claim is valid, and so all the money reverts back to them. The escrow disappears, and the money goes back to them. So does that mean that the £10 goes to them? I don't know, because then if I try and fight it again, then it'll go into escrow again. But in the meantime, what happened to that £10? I think it's just gone to them. It's such a scam. Plus, the second time you do it, you have to say, well, they can throw a copyright strike at me if they disagree, and then I've then got to fight a copyright strike if that goes to the nth degree, and that can take 2 weeks to get sorted out, which was where I was with Metal Jesus Rocks. It's an absolute scam.
There's something going on with this, so they're gonna put it down lower in the search rank algorithms, and nobody's gonna find this video. Nobody's gonna be able to search for this video. And I'm not gonna say that this video took me a lot of time to make. I mean, it was kind of an off-the-cuff thing, but I sit here and question, well, what was actually copyrighted that Daily.com said was their material? And so let's take a look at what that is right now, because this video is pretty much dead in the water. The video is dead in the water. If I get the money back from this, great. I shouldn't have to defend myself in the first place when I've done nothing wrong. But let's see what Daily.com is saying that they own. So we can see here that the content is... Oh,
did I say, I can't remember what I said earlier, when I was waffling about the DJ Slopes thing, the tweet that he did. Apart from Top Hat Gaming scam chipping in, someone else who chipped in was RGT85. So, as much as I defend him on this, because obviously if someone's fucking him about, at the same time, fuck you RGT85.
From 216 to 302, and it's literally the Google Stadia trailer. It's literally the Google Stadia trailer. And I'm not going to show this because daily.com might come along and, copyright claim this video, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. So he's used the Google's own advert for Stadia. The sort of, he's probably talking over it, so he's probably muted the sound on it. And someone else is claiming that part. It's an absolute nonsense. A similar thing, in fact, what's probably happened is YouTube's copyright system has said to daily.com, your video may be used in these other videos, one of which is RGT85's, because it's found a likeness between the two videos. The copyright system will do that. It will flag it up automatically. Now I get a lot of these. The games themselves tend to change from time to time. Let me just I'll try and, I'm not sure if I've got any copyright ones outstanding, but let's have a look. So I went into I'm in the copyright section. I went into the matches and there's nothing there. So just looking in, what's that? I'll come up with something then. Oh, the name of the video that use your content, yeah. So I got into the archive where I've just archived a load of these because that's the only way to sort of get rid of it. So that's my video, Battlefield, for example, but through Mud and Blood. That's someone else's. Why would you call it that? I don't know. Why? No surprise, I've got no subscribers. This is probably more relevant, I imagine. A video I made for Hitman, the game, the 2016 game, Hokkaido. So that would have been the mission in full, and it also includes the intro. And I can't remember offhand, but it probably just had someone probably just uploaded the intro. That rings a bell. So YouTube then gives me the option to remove their video because exactly part of their video is in my video. And that, well, yes, in a way, because we've both captured the footage from Hitman 2016. But he has not, whoever Neo Panto is, he's not stolen my video. So I would not take it down. If he did steal my entire video, I mean, I'd know about it because it's got my name on my DVDfeverGames watermark thing on the video. But I know that he hasn't done it because I could see he's just used the intro of that video, from the actual game itself. But YouTube's system just gets stupidly blur about it. There's all these things that say 100% of their video. They're saying they've taken 100% of mine. Well, no, I think it just basically, he was, in this case, say Sniper Elite 4, he would just be playing the same game as me. We're both playing Sniper Elite 4. So he hasn't taken my video at all. He's just playing the same game. It's just fucking stupid, it really is.
Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. A third-party company has come along and copyright claimed a Google Stadia video on YouTube saying that it is their copyrighted material, and YouTube automatically says, hey, you know what? It is your copyrighted material. Daily.com does not own Google Stadia trailers. Google Stadia, Google, YouTube, they own Google Stadia trailers. And that just shows you how fucking stupid this copyright system is.
I agree. What are you going to do about it then?
People can abuse this copyright system all they want, and there's no repercussions. They go and they do these things in hopes that you don't notice it.
Yeah, and if people don't notice it, or say for example, if it happened while I was out, and then I come home, because you can't fight it from your phone. You have to go to a PC to do it. What if I get home and I forget to do it? I come home, I have a shower, I have tea, I just watch TV in the evening, I go to bed, and then I go to work the next day, and then I'm out all day, and then I think, oh shit, I didn't do that thing last night. So that's another day of lost revenue. Right, I'll do it tonight. And then you forget, and then before you know it, you've forgotten altogether, and like weeks have gone by, and they just carry on getting the money off you. It's just a fucking broken system, and they should not be allowed to claim it. You should have to be able to confirm something, you reply to it before any sort of claim is put into action.
In hopes that you don't notice that they are copyright claiming this stuff because they think they can make some money off this. I've heard that there are people out there and that there are channels out there that are dedicated to copyright claiming popular things under the guise of acting as someone that's a part of the team that they are copyright claiming, but they have nothing to do with it. And they make thousands of dollars off of this falsely copyright claiming material.
Do you know that they're actually doing it off other people? Well, they could well be. And it should be a case that if someone does a false copyright claim, and YouTube says, yeah, they shouldn't have done this, they're wrong, you're right, they should go back in this case to daily.com and say, that's one strike against you. You've done something wrong, do 2 more of these and your channel's gone. That's what should happen. But they don't. They're just completely free to carry on doing this shit all day long.
So I haven't searched who daily.com is, but we're going to search who daily.com is live, and then I will probably have a few things to say about you. So let's take a look at who daily.com is.
I got something to say. Man, I was hoping for a bigger one than that.
And why they feel that they are, having the authority to say that they own the Google Stadia trailer. Alrighty, so let's take a look here. We'll remove the timestamp here. And remove all of this stuff here as well.
Hang on. Oh. That's a good one. I hope that was captured.
So let's see here. Oh, it's a Fox News thing. It is a Fox News thing. Yeah,
I thought, I assumed RGT would be right wing and into Fox News.
It's interesting. So now daily.com has something to do with Fox News, and it is a program that Fox News runs that, oh god, you gotta watch a freaking trailer. But Fox 10 News here, let's see. We've got the daily.com. Oh, and look, we're showing the Google Stadia trailer. So they think, this Fox 10 News people think that they own the Google Stadia trailer. Does that not sound bizarre to anyone else?
Surely, well, I was going to say surely there's a human looking at this. But probably not. It's probably just a bot going, yeah, it's just a bot. There's probably a human who will look at it now. Now he's appealed it, or he's disputed it. But it will just be a bot initially who just goes, hey, Fox News Daily.com said this, so we're going to apply the copyright claim. And it will just do it. The system will just do that automatically. There's no repercussions for them.
Does that, because this is what is being linked. This is the source of what is happening. It is this, because daily.com is obviously a subsidiary. It is a thing of Fox 10 News National. They run a program that they run within their show. So they think that they own what is going on here. Let's see if they have a YouTube presence, because I'm very curious to see if they have a YouTube presence and this video is up on YouTube, or if this is just being copyright claimed through this website, which would even be more bizarre.
It would have to be on YouTube.
They don't even have a YouTube presence.
The fuck?
Everything that comes up is just based on that. Let's see if I can find there is okay, here's the Fox 10 News thing. So maybe we could find.
Just looking at that, they've got 118,000 subscribers, and then they should be getting shitload of hits. Like even videos a day old, 88 views on a recipe. A fire engulfs a city, a church. 223 views. Even on the day, they're struggling to get views. That's utterly ridiculous. That's unbelievable. That. So they have all those subscribers, but no one is watching their videos.
On here, let's take a look here. This happened a few days ago, so let's see. Big views over here on Fox 10 News. You got some big views going on here. I'm not seeing any daily dot stuff. Lots of coverage on.
The only one with big views is stuff about Hurricane Ian. We get these storms in the UK sometimes, and one time my bin fell over. No, I mean seriously. I did once last. God, it was early this year. My what was it? I had a leak come in. Something had given way, and I was getting water coming into the back. What would be the back room of the house, but it's where the bathroom is. So it's just sort of leaking out onto the what you call it, the windowsill. And then someone came and fixed it the next day. But yeah, that's about the biggest problem I've had. Yeah, so look, we get fairly lucky with that.
Hurricanes and stuff happening in Florida. Player of the week, Jared Doherty. So I don't even see where this was uploaded onto this YouTube channel's videos, but they feel like they're copyright claiming that this is their material, this is their stuff, that they have a right to be the only people to talk about this. And that's what's funny about television. That's what's funny about the disconnect between cable television and YouTubers.
I was gonna say I mean that is weird that it's not on YouTube and they're still able to claim, but obviously YouTube are listening to the right-wing media, which is strange because YouTube is left-wing itself, and they bury all right-wing content on here. So that's weird in itself. If it was Joe Biden news broadcast or CNN, you'd think they'd be all over it, saying, "Yeah, we'll suck CNN off and we'll bow to their demands."
They went on cable television and showed off that trailer, and there was nothing. But now they feel like since they showed it off on cable television, they can dictate who gets to talk about it and who has copyright claim on this. I honestly, I'm still scrolling around here. I don't see where they uploaded this video onto their YouTube channel. So I'm guessing this is basing it on that website that we saw. So Fox 10 News, I will be sending you an email. I will be sending you a tweet, and I'll be letting you guys know what I actually think about you. Because if this is just an automated thing, you need to get your automated censors out there. But I don't feel like this is an automated thing.
It looks like a manual claim to me. For it to be automated, it would have to be sort of the way that I get those claims through YouTube, and it's all happening on YouTube. It's not going to automatically claim from another website. That's a manual thing, that.
I don't feel like this is anything like this at all, because you're linking back to a website that is saying that they own it. Not a YouTube video, but a website. And that to me is very, very disturbing. That to me is very disturbing. So YouTube, you need to get your shit together. Okay, you need to release this.
Oh, they do for so many reasons.
Claim, and you need to penalize them.
And I agree with Darius, and I've said this before. They need to stop letting people like this hoard the fucking algorithm and just put out low quality effort like Nintendo eShop videos and just let smaller YouTubers have a chance. I mean, I get a lot of hits on a lot of videos, but people don't always subscribe. So that's why I've only got just coming up to 6,000 subscribers. But I've seen channels with like 10, 20 times the number of subscribers of me, and they struggle to get as many views as me. So I've got the views, it's just that the subscribers aren't there. God knows why.
You need to penalize these people.
Well, actually, no, I kind of know why. It's because I don't have one type of video that I stick to. I do lots of different things. I do some gameplay, then I do the Amico stuff. Then I made a video about how Morrison's petrol station was shut down, or they just closed it on a Sunday when it was supposed to be open. And it would just piss me off, and so I made a video about it. But that's going to confuse subscribers. But it's mostly for me. Well, it is for me. The whole thing's for me. The channel has to be about you. If it was like I watched one channel where the guy he's only doing, and he's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but he's only doing mobile phone reviews and tablet reviews. But I don't like to stick to one thing. I like to do what I want. But if you just stick to one thing, and obviously that's his main source of income, It feels like a job, and we're back to where we were before. Just you give up a job to then pursue your hobby, which becomes a job. Windy Pops. So as Morrissey sang, I was looking for a job and then I found a job, and heaven knows I'm miserable now.
Who falsely abused the copyright system, because now that video is dead in the water. Now that video is not making me any money. Now that video is just sitting there being stagnant. But not only is it being stagnant, but allegedly it's making somebody else money because they felt the need to copyright claim that video. Absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Fox 10 News, absolute bullshit YouTube. Tighten up, get your shit together, because this is not something that should be allowed on this platform.
I agree.
Point blank, period. Catch you guys on the next video.
Yeah, so I can't really add any more to that. I've said enough. I've rather rambled a lot myself. Anyways, so I think after the week, because I say I've got something else to put up on the Saturday. If you put big videos up on a Sunday, no one really watches them. So I think I'll be making the video over the weekend about his Amico thing, and then put that up early next week on the Monday. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, subscribe if you have. Well, no, you can't subscribe twice, what a shame. Just if you enjoy this, just subscribe. It really does help. I deserve more subscribers. I get the hits, but you know, some people, they only look at subscriber counts. Hey ho, the stupid system. If YouTube didn't promote the algorithm hoarders like RGT85, maybe we'd get somewhere. Anyway, yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell for all notifications, and cue Genesis.